Hey everyone! Today I am working on my Altered Index 2025 challenge put on by Nonstop Paper Crafts, and I'm working on week 23, and the prompt for week 23 is time. So I've got a few different clock stamps and there's some different clock ephemera and stickers. I'm not sure what all I will use. I definitely want to use some of these. So I will start with my watercolor cardstock. And this stamp set. And I'm going to get my Misty. And I'm just going to stamp a few of these. Okay. Just grab a scrap paper as well, because I'm going to stamp with embossing powder, and I'm going to, or stamp with embossing ink, sorry. And I'm gonna stamp it, or emboss it with the metallic copper wow embossing powder. So, let's get that all ready. And I can never tell what's all on there. I can see a tiny bit, but I'm going to do a second stamping with that. And I do want to quickly clean as I go. I find that helps me. Okay, I'm just going to go off screen and heat emboss this. Okay, that worked really nice. See the shine on there? And now, let's go here. I don't think I have ever used this one before. Okay, and let's do the same thing. And we'll do it a second time. Wait a second. Oh, that is darker. I was like, is that supposed to be darker there? But it is. But I am going to get my paintbrush, my dry paintbrush, and just get a few of these loose bits here. Doesn't have to be perfect, but just didn't want those there. All right, I will go off screen again and dry this. Okay. How do I want to do this one? There's another little stamp here. A small pocket watch, and I don't think I've ever used this stamp either. I've used the big one before. So basically, the prompt for time is obviously my background, and I have no clue what kind of sentiments that I have that will fit with time. So we'll see what this ends up being. I had a couple ideas of the colors and the stamps that I was going to use, but beyond that, your guess is as good as mine. All right, I will be back again. Okay, now I have got two colors of Distress Oxide inks. I've got Mermaid Lagoon and Vintage Photo. My thoughts are to go around the edges with Vintage Photo, possibly. For this one, let's just add some water to that. And I've got my little blobby tool here. Ink smusher tool, I guess. I don't know what it should be called. Okay, let's give that a dry off camera. Just pick up the paint that is sitting on the embossed images. Okay, let's add a little more. And I will again dry that. All right, I'm happy with that so far. I will point out when I dried it the last time and I was blotting off some of the wet stuff off of the embossed images, and I don't know if you could see that spot right there. That's kind of messy. It was still a little wet when I blotted it, and so some of the paper towel stuck there. So that's fine. I will just add one of the little ephemera bits or the sentiment or something is going to go over there. So not a big deal. So I've got a couple booklets that have some clocks. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go with a lot more clocks. Like there's this little one here. Okay, now when I'm looking at the colors of these, I might have been better to go with the platinum embossing powder, but these could be possibilities. You know what, let me punch a couple of these out. Don't know if I'll use them or not, but let's. Does not hurt to take them out. Because for me, if you've watched any of my videos before, I often say I am the type of person I need to actually put things down on the card in order to see what it looks like. I can't just picture it in my head. Don't really want that one because it's purple. There's a sundial. It's kind of got some purple too, but it's also got some little bit of blue. We'll put it there just in case. Let's this guy out. I'm definitely not going to use all of those. That one's purple, so I don't need that one. So I've got a bunch of random things here. Whether I will use some of them or any of them, I don't even know. I like that one. Did want to put something there, don't I? Cover up that spot. Maybe that one will go there. Really would probably help if I could figure out what I actually want the sentiment to be. Okay, I finally have an idea. I've got scraps of black cardstock. I've got this stamp that says "You Are." I want to make "You Are Timeless," but I don't have a stamp that says "Timeless," so I have got my alphabet dies. So I'm just going to go off camera, find all the letters, die cut them out in black, and be back. Okay, I have Timeless cut out. I have my "You Are" stamp there. I think, oh, I also wanted to ink this up, didn't I? There's my vintage photo. I think this is the color I'm going to want. Oh, that is not sticking on there very well. I have not used this color actually very much at all. Now that it's on there, I don't know if I like that with that. Let's try to make it a little darker here and see. I don't think that really goes so well with the coppery look. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I thought maybe it would look nice, but I think I might just do Mermaid Lagoon. I think that'll be safer. Do I have Mermaid Lagoon on here? Nope, it's in my other one, I think. Okay. Oh, that did not work. I find over time that these things don't stick on here very well. Like that. Now it looks like green. Maybe. Should I trim it down a bit? Yeah, I'm gonna trim it because I just do not like what that color did. So I'm going to cut it off. It's too ugly. And do a really small amount. No clue if this is even, so let's just check. You know what? That'll be good enough. Yep, so much better already. I don't think that's going to stay on there. Now, do I leave that white? That stuff doesn't stay on that. It's just gonna get my fingers all inky. Do that, something like that. This one was over that other mess that I made. That one maybe like there-ish. Okay, I think that'll be all right. So the next thing to do is stick this down. And pull out my glue. Okay, now can I get this straight? I'm sorry if my head gets in the way a little bit as I try to position this. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, my indecisiveness with what I was doing with this card has made this video a lot longer. I think the next thing to do is glue on the timeless word, and then I can position things based on where this all is. And I do not have my precision tip on here, but let's just try it. Oh no, no, there. make it quiet when I'm focusing. Okay, now for this little guy. Add a little blob of glue there. Perfect. Now I'm just going to stick my pin back in my glue for now. My coffee is cold. I've been so long at this video. Okay, that guy is definitely going to go about there because that's going to fix or cover, yeah, that blotchy spot right there. So you know what, I think I'm just going to stick that one down after I put my glue away. That was smart. I'm not going to glue that top piece in case I tuck the other clock in behind it or something. Put that down. Okay, fix my glue. Okay, so that one might go something like that. This one, something like that. So I want to stamp. Actually, stick this away. Out of the way and get this ink out of the way. So I'm going to bring this in. Oh yeah, that'll fit perfectly there. Okay. You know what? I think, before I stamp that, I think I will glue these in place. My glue was just working. Wow, okay. Now it's coming out. All right, that is gonna tuck slightly, not that far. There. And that one's gonna go about there, but I do want to make it straight. So what did I say, about here-ish? And I will bring in my MISTI. UR. And I will do that with my VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink. Perfect. Okay, this is working out way nicer than the other options that I had. Let's put that away. Okay, I actually like it now. In the beginning, when I was making it, I wasn't sure it was going to turn out. I and an inside sentiment. Okay, I've got this happy birthday inside sentiment, so you are timeless. I didn't actually put a happy birthday. I could do this one. So happy to celebrate another year with you, my dearest friend. I'm celebrating you today and every day. Maybe let's do that one. Okay, and I am bringing my Misty again. Because the last thing I want to do is mess up the card when I'm this close to being done. Oh, that did not. There. There's a glare on it and I couldn't see if the ink was all on there. And let's stick something on here. Do we want this? Do we want one of these? What do we want? I feel like I don't want the stickers. Let's just put that maybe there. Now, got that. The last thing I want to do is I finally got a little stamp with my logo. Well, my logo, my name on there. And my name and my Linktree information. So I do want to add that on. Just at the bottom there. Perfect. Here is finally the finished card for week 23 of the Altered Index 2025 Challenge by Nonstop Paper Crafts, and the prompt for week 23 was time. So I've got all my different clocks and pocket watches. You are timeless. Celebrating you today and every day. And then my Shanti Art Creations on the back. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.